And welcome. I am Engineer Santosh Shrestha. I work as an instructor and a facilitator to the civil engineering students. I am excited to share my journey of the transformation during my Masters in the STEM education at Kathmandu University. This story reflects how my deeply rooted assumptions and academic background and the social construct have evolved. Before joining the Masters in STEM education program, my understanding of education was rooted in the conventional practice. Education to me was about the structural content delivery, memorization, and achieving the predetermined outcomes. As a student, I was little connection between what I learned in the class and what the challenges of the real world. Growing up, my cultural context reinforced specific role and the expectation. Indigenous knowledge was valued in my community, but it was often excluded from the formal education systems. These were the assumptions I carried as I began my academic journey. The master's program at the Kathmandu University was a turning point. Each course introduced me to a new way of thinking about the education. In progressive education, I learned how student-centered learning fosters creativity, critical thinking, and the collaboration. The integration of the constructive pedagogy taught me that knowledge is not something to be transmitted, but something students actively constructed based on their experience. This insight transformed my teaching philosophy. Through course content like sustainability, education, and STEM curriculum leadership, I realized that importance of the connection academic content to the real world challenge. For example, we explored place-based education where integrates local knowledge into the curriculum, empowering students to solve the problem relevant to their community. I also encountered the power of art integration in the STEM, which opened up new paths to inspire the creativity and the engagement. This reinforced my belief in the holistic education that rising the both cognitive and the emotional growth. Through course content like sustainability, education, and STEM curriculum leadership, I realized that importance of the connection academic content to the real world challenge. For example, we explored place-based education where integrates local knowledge into the curriculum, empowering students to solve the problem relevant to their community. I also encountered the power of art integration in the STEM, which opened up new paths to inspire the creativity and the engagement. This reinforced my belief in the holistic education that rising the both cognitive and the emotional growth. My transformation has been profound. I've moved from being a teacher who focused on content delivery to becoming a facilitator of learning. I embraced the principle of the sustainability, equality, and the critical pedagogy. I start using the 5E instructional model: engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate, encouraging students to ask the question, investigate, and create. I began designing the lesson that integrates science, technology, engineering, arts, and the mathematics, making the learning interdisciplinary and meaningful.
Growing up, I believe education was about rote learning and memorization. It was rigid, structured, and discontinued from the world around me. These beliefs were reinforced by traditional social constructs and gender expectation. STEM education opened my eyes to the injustice continued by the traditional system. I began to see education not just as a transfer of knowledge, but as a powerful tool for social transformation. My next step is to develop innovative curricula that empower students to become change makers in their communities. I aim to bridge traditional knowledge with modern pedagogy, creating learning experiences that are both transformative and inclusive. Art-based pedagogy inspires critical thinking, fosters creativity, and engages students emotionally. It connects art with science, math, history, and more, making learning a holistic and meaningful experience. Though creative expression and the reflection, students develop critical thinking, empathy, and cultural awareness. Art also boosts engagement, adapts to diverse learning style, and encourages teamwork. Yes, there are challenges like limited resource and training, but this professional development, community support, and creative solution art-based pedagogy is within research. Art-based pedagogy transforms education, empowering students to critical thinking, express authentically, and contribute meaningful to the world. Transformation is a journey, not a destination. As I reflect on how far I have come, I am reminded that education is not just about knowledge, but about empowering individuals and communities.
This journey has been about more than acquiring the knowledge. It has been about the transformation of myself as an educator, transformation of how I see the education, and transformation of lives I hope to impact. Thank you, Kathmandu University, for being the cornerstone of this journey, and thank you all for joining me today.